Hello, I want to talk about the fact that human beings are a psychophysical unit. And what that means is that, that any, every single little bit of psychological pain that a human being can experience from the body's perspective is perceived on a physical level. Yeah. So it's like wherever, if you are the psychological pain of your heartbreaking, it is like you are literally, it is literally felt as if your heart is being ripped out of your chest. Everyone's died of a broken heart, or grief or whatever. But yeah, it's not, it's all stored in the body. So what that means is like that whenever a person, whenever you find yourself saying yes to a situation that you didn't want to say yes to, that you should have said, that your body was saying no to, it's stored in the body. It's stored in the body and it builds up, uh, and it makes you sick. It makes you sick. We have to see ourselves, stop seeing us, because society teaches us that you're just this physical thing. Go to the doctor, they treat the symptoms rather, and then they don't treat the problem, and you go back and you know yeah, get back on the road and go back to work and all the rest of it. But see, being a psychophysical unit, it's like when you think about it, also what that means is that, so what happens to the mind happens to the body, and what happens to the body happens to the mind. Okay, and a good way to look at that, like in a positive way, is that if you're having trouble, difficulties, if you're stressed, it's like you can, and you can't feel better by psychologically getting some help or talking to someone or something like that. Because we're a psychophysical unit, we can we can do something physically, and we do something physically that can change our that when we do something physically, that will change our psychological state, and vice versa. If we do something really great psychologically, it will help our physical state. So if we're physically sick, if we're ill, if we're dealing with disease, that's why good things, like good things, good connections, good experiences, loving experiences, with other people, connection and all the rest of it, that's why it is as absolutely crucial to the human experience as looking after our physical body, like feeding ourselves good food, or good food, nutrition, or just taking care of ourselves, and certainly exercising. Yeah, so just remember that we are a psychophysical unit, and that means that everything that on the negative and the positive. Yeah. So so look after yourselves, look after both parts of yourself, and affect another part. Thank you very much for watching. Like, share.